Hey everybody, it's Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life here for Trendy Tuesday on Spiegel Mom Scraps channel. And today I'm working with that beautiful sketch by Ashley Horton. We are kind of in the midst of doing sketch for week 2 along with scrap lifting our lovely monthly guest designer, and we've mixed it up a little bit. So some of us are doing the sketch and some of us are doing the scrap lift. I'm doing the sketch this week and I'll do the scrap lift next week. So I am using my fall paper. I have a very small collection of fall pattern paper, and I'm just kind of ruffling through it, trying to decide what I think is going to go together to help me create my layout. I do decide to kind of go with some random pieces here, as you can see. I was just trying to play off of the beautiful floral that you see there. I'm also going to take another piece of this banner. I am obsessed with this banner. I use it all the time. And this is about the third or fourth layout I've used a banner from this piece. And the funny thing is the backside is really pretty too. It's like gold foiled hearts, but I never use that. So I'm going to create the circles by, first of all, I needed a smaller circle. So I'm just using my gesso bottle that I had. It was the perfect size, and I'm just going to use that for my circles. And then thankfully I do have a punch, so I used my other 2 punches to help do the rest of it. And then I'm just going to decide how I want everything to kind of fall into place here. I originally was going to use the blue as the big circle, but in the end I decided to swap that. I didn't really like how those colors were going together, so I am going to change that to the floral, and the floral that you see at the bottom is going to get flipped to the blue. I also trimmed down my one of the papers here. I didn't realize that was supposed to be 2 small circles versus 2 medium circles, so I'm just kind of going through there, and I'm just going to take that deer paper and trim it down as well, because that is going to be smaller. There's only supposed to be 1 really big circle, and I did 2, so I'm just trying to fix that and create it the way I want it to look. I really was trying to follow the sketch pattern. I really liked the design that was created with it, so I'm just trying to follow that. And I like it. So now my thinking here is I will just trace it and do a little bit of mixed media. I wanted something to be behind the photos. I'm not exactly sure what, but something. I also have to figure out what photos I'm going to use. I do know they're going to be fall themed, and I was thinking pumpkin patch, so I grabbed 2 photos. I'm doing a little flip book that you will see in a minute, but I decided that the perfect one for this is actually going to be, for the top photo, is going to be the one of my son and daughter sitting in front of the pumpkins there. And I love that there are some people also having their photos taken that I have to cover up, but you'll see how I do that in a few minutes. But I love this photo. They're so cute, and Nora's smiling, and Jackson's doing a good job of holding her, so I really loved it. I'm going to back this photo with some beautiful pattern paper. I do use this pattern paper, but I use it from the 6x6 pad, so you'll see that in a minute. And I am trying to figure out which card I want to use to back it. I go ahead and choose a Simple Stories. This is, I think, from like the home collection or whatever it was, the domestic line that was kind of early springish. And I'm just going to take this heart one. So if I wanted to, I could do journaling on it. I haven't actually done journaling yet. I'm not exactly sure what my plan is. I did make a small little clear pocket page to go beside it, and I'm not sure if I'm going to do my journaling there or if I'm going to flip it and use the lines to journal on that heart. Not quite sure yet. So you're going to see I'm going to go ahead and trace these, and I'm thinking I'm going to do some mixed media. I bought a new Dazzlers color from the shop when it was on sale. We were trying to clear out the Dazzlers and the texture stuff, some of the stuff that just wasn't, it's kind of been in the shop for a little bit. We were trying to sell that so we can get in our new Shimmers products in the shop. And so I had bought a couple of things, and I loved the color, and it was the perfect color to match with the pattern paper, but it's just not really giving me the vibe I wanted. So instead I went ahead and did some messy circles, and I also stitched my banner down with the same the same color as I did the messy circles, and that's much better. That's kind of the vibe I was going for, so that's perfect. I'm going to go ahead and go with that. I made my little flip book there, and now I'm going to do the little bit of layering I want to do. I go ahead and grab this 6x6 paper pad. I believe it is last year's fall themed one, and I'm going to take that same pattern paper I was talking to you about. I'm going to use that smaller scale, but it works because I want to tear it. I was looking just to see if there was anything else, but I'm going to definitely go ahead and choose this one. I'm just going to trim it, and then I love to do this tearing technique where it kind of waterfalls itself and from a smaller to a larger. I don't know, I love doing that. So I'm going to go ahead and put that there. I do put it on a little bit of a funny angle, but it's okay because I'm going to end up using a second layer to back my photo that I fussy cut out the leaves, and so it helps kind of give a nice fall vibe too. So you'll see that in a moment as well. I also know I want to use a few of these stickers that I just had these forever. So the October is perfect because this happened in October. So I'm going to go ahead and stick that down. And I love that. I wasn't exactly sure where I wanted to place it, but I am going to place it on the blue circle down at the bottom there. It's just kind of the perfect spot. And then it also helps me decide that I can do some sprinkling of my beautiful sequence that I'm going to use, and I think it is called, it's the new fall line, and I hoard a little bit of it, you'll see, because I want to keep it for, I have another idea coming for this project. I took some really cute photos of my daughter playing in leaves, so I didn't want to actually use the leaves, but the rest of the colors worked really well. So I'm going to kind of just randomly spray them throughout my layout. I love that. Spray, that's not the right word. Sprinkle them throughout my layout. And I also had decided that it would look really neat to put one on each one of the top banner. I'm going to cut those in half though, so that they kind of fall in line with the line of the banner, and it's not quite so, it looks a little funny with it not being completely, with it being a circle when there is no circle to the banner. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. And you can see I'm trying to use those leaves, and it would have worked and it would have looked really cute, but like I said, I want to keep those and use that for something else. So I love that collection though. That was one of the new ones that was released just this month. So you can see now, fussy cut that pattern paper that had the leaves there. I've gotten all my sequins glued down. To cover up the first bit of people there, I'm just placing another sticker from that little sticker sheet I have from my old collection. I'll just stamp my date there, and then I have to figure out a way to cover up the fact that the mom's taking a photo of the kids behind there or something. I don't know, but I have to do something. So you'll see I'll figure that out as well. This is where I kind of got stuck, but I decided let's pull my Secret Not Secret kit and work with that, all of the ephemera, and it actually worked really well. There's a puffy sticker there that says pumpkins, and that's what we were doing. We were at the pumpkin patch. So that's perfect. I just covered up her face there, and now all of that glitter is gone. And I'm going to add, I think I add another puffy sticker, the floral, I think that you see right there. I'm going to actually move that down to the October. And then I add just a little one that says together or cozy or something along the lines. But I liked the color. I thought it was a nice offset of color there. So that's what I use for the puffy stickers. I love those. They're so cute. And then I'm also going to take some of these. I got them in my kit. They're very pretty little leaves that came, and I'm just going to sprinkle those a little bit. I'm also going to add the paper clip because this is a flip book. That will help me be able to open up my page, so I really loved that. And then to back it, on the back side of it, I'm going to add this little tab that says grateful, and it helps because again it kind of shows you that it's a flip and you're supposed to open it up. So I'm going to add that as well. And you can see me playing with these leaves. They're so pretty. They're probably one of my favorite parts about my kit. And I'm just kind of sprinkling them a little bit, trying to decide what I want to do. I didn't want to overdo it. I wanted to save a few of them so I could use them for another project. So I only use a couple. But I think they really helped enhance this layout for sure. So I love that. I'm going to place one on my photo as well. And that basically does it. I titled this just the farm that we went to. It was a different farm than the years before, so I will kind of talk about that in my journaling. And then my final touches is there is blue that I added a little bit, so I want to add that in. I also wanted to add a little bit of this beautiful trim I got in my kit. It's rose foil gold. It's just so pretty, and it's a nice little layer at the top up there. And then you're going to see I'm going to add, like I said, that blue doily to just kind of help tie everything else in. That was kind of the perfect second pop of blue. I was really, really happy to have added that. And I believe that's it. I tried to add tags, but I don't think those make it on. Instead, I use, like I said, that Grateful tab. And yeah, I think that I did this layout pretty well. The sketch was a lot of fun to work with. I enjoyed that a lot, and I think I followed it pretty closely, and you can definitely tell that it is from the sketch. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Be sure if you are shopping today, you use my code Christy15. It'll get you 15% off in the shop. And I will be back next week with the scrap lift of our beautiful guest designer. Be sure to check out our Instagram as well. You can see all of our projects there. Have a great day, everyone, and I'll see you really soon. Bye.